Thank you, thank you. Hey everybody, guys, man, it's been a long day. I didn't sleep good last night, it's been a long day. Actually, on the way to the show tonight, I was dozing off at the wheel a little bit, and that's a bad thing, guys. And my car was pulling to the right, and I was running over those things that make a lot of noise when you run over them. Yeah, pedestrians. Who wants to hear the coolest story ever? Come on, man, who wants to hear the coolest story ever? Not only is this the coolest story ever, it's a very true story. Believe it or not, guys, I was deaf. That's right, I was deaf until I was 40 years old. And then I had the cochlear implants put in both ears, and now I can hear. How cool is that? How cool? Yes, yes, yes. Now that sounds awesome. You know, I got my hearing about the same time people start losing their hearing. I'm like the Benjamin Button of sound. And it was rough growing up. It was rough growing up, especially as a little kid. Because my father, he used to do that stupid, cheesy magic trick, you know, and pull coins out of my ears. I mean, for years I thought that was the problem. I was like, Dad, keep going. I think I hear something. But guys, the worst thing for me as a kid was the breakfast table. The breakfast table for me was horrible. Because I sat there the entire time with my head in the bowl of Rice Krispies. I know, especially because they were Cheerios. The Cheerios don't say anything. But I loved alphabets. Alphabets, oh man. That was like closed caption in a bowl. And then at 40 years old, they opened my head up, they put some electrodes in there, some metal in there, some magnets in there. I'm a transformer. But I can hear, and that's the cool thing, right? But that day, when they flipped the switch, that sent me from the non-hearing world to the hearing world, that day I learned two things. Two things I learned. One, I learned that farts make a noise. What? And nobody told me. I'm not falling for that anymore. And two, now this one hurt me. This one hurt me. My kids weren't always saying, Dad, you're the best. They were saying, dude, you're a mess. You know, playing games too. Playing games were difficult for me, as you can imagine, you know. If I was at a pool party, I was the only one playing Marco. Pin the tail on the donkey. Are you kidding me? You want to blindfold me too? That's not pin the tail on a donkey, guys. That is assault with a deadly weapon. How about musical chairs? Exactly. Now, for the first couple months after I got my hearing, every time a song would stop, I'd push you off a chair. I would crush you in charades. I would crush you in charades. That's over before it even gets started. There'll be like 3 words. I'm like, Kentucky Fried Chicken. And my parents used to exploit my disability. Is that horrible? Like, take advantage of it? Yeah. It's horrible, you know? They would buy me like broken, discounted gifts. And give them to me like I wouldn't notice. One Christmas, they bought me a Walkman. They bought their deaf kid a Walkman with no headphones. One for my birthday. You know what they bought me? One walkie-talkie. That's messed up. Then they tried to buy me a gift to make me feel like I fit in with the rest of the world, like politically correct, you know? Yeah. They They bought me a Mr. Potato Head with no ears. Even pets politically correct. And I say, Mike, how can a pet be politically correct? I'd be like, Ma, can I have a kitten? She'd be like, no, they have ears. What? Ma, can I have a puppy? No, they have ears. They bought me a fish. You can't play with a fish. I tried. They're slippery suckers. You know how hard it is to put a leash on a fish? So what's a little deaf kid gonna do with his pet fish? Read his lips. Read his lips. I'd be like having a conversation with my wife, you know? Because they would have the same answer for everything. No. My friends were no better. My friends were no better. One time my friends tried to fix me up with a deaf girl. Because they figured we would be a good match. Yeah, that didn't work out, you know, because she talked a lot. Yeah. I even bought her a pair of mittens to try to shut her the hell up. People come up to me at the end of the show and they say, hey, Mike, you have a really good voice for somebody who couldn't hear till he was 40. And I agree, I have the voice of an angel. But here's the story behind my perfect voice. I could always hear things in sounds. You know, like some blind people could see shapes and colors. I could hear things in sounds. I could hear people talking, I just didn't know what they were saying. It was like I was living in China. I could hear everybody talking, I don't know what they were saying. All I wanted was some Kung Pao chicken. That was my life, guys. And the same thing goes for music, too. Music. I could hear music come on the radio. I just didn't know what they were singing. But I still had my favorite songs, or sounds, if you will. My favorite song growing up, I knew just 2 words in the whole song. 2 words, that's all I know. In the whole song, and those 2 words were in the chorus. So when that song would come on the radio, I would recognize it. I was like, that's my song! And then I would sit on the edge of my seat and wait for the chorus to come so I could sing the only 2 words I knew as loud as I can, and that was awesome. Now here's the weird part. My favorite song growing up was Ding Dong. Ding Dong was my favorite song growing up. Now fast forward, I get my hearing, I turn the radio on, my song comes on, I'm like, that's my song! And it was then that I realized that my favorite song was not Ding Dong. It was Dream On! Nobody told me for 40 years! I was singing that on top of my lungs for 40 years! I was Ding Dong! Ding Dong! Ding Dong! Guys, ding dong to your dreams come true. That's what I'm trying to say.